Hey guys, I am sort of started a vacation from work and I am temporarily not home. I'm at my mom's house and we went to a place called Abingdon, Virginia, where they had some flea markets and I found some spectacular deals. Um, I am 2 hours from my home and then it's an extra 45-minute drive to where these flea markets were. So I figured I'll show you what I got. First of all, we'll do the comics. I got this stack, less than $1 a piece. Real quick. Dead Boy Detectives #3. This is from 2001. It's a spin-off out of the Neil Gaiman Sandman series. Back in Seasons of the Mist, that story arc, the gates of hell were open and everybody's already allowed to leave, so Lucifer could lock it up. And I think a bunch of spirits came back of boys in this London school who had died, and some of them got to hang out and stick around and became Dead Boy Detectives. Kind of cool because they have a tree house, which is their headquarters. This was a 4-issue miniseries, but I always wanted to read it, and little did I know it was written by Ed Brubaker. So this is #3. This is #4, if you can see it. Okay, moving on here. This is part of the Swine storyline when Jack Kirby came back to Marvel around, I think this came out around 77. This is Captain America 208. This thing is in phenomenal shape. And I mean, it's Kirby just knocking it out of the ball game. Bunch of good panels in this, but let's just get to a good one. Last page. I think that's Aaron Zola. I mean, just classic Kirby stuff, man. Just amazing. I mean, it's a Kirby book. We can just go on and on. This is big 2-page splash. It's great stuff. Captain America and the Falcon 208. I think I got the issue before this at the house. Okay. This is in pretty good shape. A little dog-eared corner down here and whatnot. But I've got Iron Fist #12. All right. Great John Byrne. This is from 1977. There's a panel in here I loved, absolutely loved. And Byrne really got into the action since this was a kung fu book. So you'd have like a little, kind of like it's almost like a thumbnail sketch for what would be animation of, Iron Fist there rolling down the steps trying to catch somebody before they fail. But there's a picture of the Wrecking Crew in this I absolutely loved. This is just, I think I definitely like the younger Byrne there. Look at this. Look at all the expression and character in there. This isn't my camera, my normal computer, so hope it's showing up. Just great stuff. That one's in pretty good shape. Now this is a book that I saw when I was a kid. This is probably, I don't know if it's my first Hulk story or it's definitely the first one I remember, and I definitely want to back up and get all these Gorilla. But it's Hulk 202, and this, I got this for a little bit less than $1. But and it's, the top staple. It's not connected on the top staple, but this is by Lin Wein and I think Sal Buscema, and it's Gorilla. This is Hulk 202. That's just one of those comics I remember reading as a kid, and I want to get all the Gorilla stuff. I'm going to keep an eye out. I got a list at the house. And guys, this one right here, this is the question #17. I have been looking for this for, I mean, it's safe to say 20 years, because in this, the question is on a plane, and he reads The Watchmen, and kind of gets infatuated with Rorschach, and has a dream where he meets Rorschach, comes back to the real world, and actually asks himself, what would Rorschach do? So this actually has more or less a Rorschach appearance in the DC universe. And I know we're all excited about this one, so let me hurry and get to the pages. And it's kind of cool because it's like he's reading the same trade that I have. There's the question. There he is reading the Watchmen trade. Reads it, says it's edgy stuff he doesn't remember from when he was a kid. And there's a panel out of the Watchmen. And he gets infatuated with this. And then here's the dream, guys. Okay. Having a dream, guy about, looks like it kills him, and he turns around and there's Rorschach talking to him. Or actually, I think the question turned into Rorschach. And notice that second panel from, I'm trying to figure out, that'd be the right as you're looking at it, and his Rorschach makes two question marks. He wakes from the dream, and he's like, well, that was weird. And he tries to start acting like Rorschach. What would Rorschach do? He would, so he starts punching a guy, trying to act like Rorschach, trying to get information out of him. And while he's doing that, a guy comes up behind him and knocks him out, and now he's captured. And he starts realizing, well, I was letting anger control me. And then he goes, how did Rorschach end up after he escapes? He's like, well, that was a mistake acting like Rorschach. He goes, how did Rorschach end up? Oh, yeah, dead. He ended up a wet spot on the snow. Why'd I have to remember that? Because basically he's in the snow. Denny O'Neil wrote this, so it's a real good issue. Now, guys, this is question number 17 for you Watchmen completists out there. I have no idea what the book is still worth. I only ran across it once, and it was like, seriously, like a $25 book at the time, years ago. And anywhere I've gone where they've had question books, I've gone through flipping for it, keep an eye out for it, and it's always like 1 through 10 and 14, 15, and it skips over this, 18, 19. This book has always been sold out. So, question number 17, Rorschach. Now, guys, this is where luck or my voodoo magic or something hit. But the last place that we were at, we were walking around, my mother and I, and she's got some minor health problems where she don't like trying to feel like a burden to anybody, so I was kind of keeping an eye on her too. And I turned around and found this. There was a guy that was selling trades, 50 cents a piece, and I still got a deal. I got 12 trades for $5. I've done the math. With tax, if I took a big guess, $215 worth of trades, less than 50 cents a piece. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? And I'll probably just keep 3 of these and put the rest on eBay. First thing we got there is Ghost Rider Team Up. And I was at a flea market 2 weeks ago and had to pass it up because it was $7 and I'm a cheap bastard. But this has, the first story in here is Legion of Monsters from Marvel Premiere number 28, which I thought was very cool. Alright. Spider-Man Fairy Tales, and I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not. I might put a Spider-Man lot on eBay, but it was a 4-issue miniseries, each by different artists, and the very last one is drawn by Mike Allred of Madman fame. And check out this, I'm going to run out of time here if I don't watch. Check out that armored Spider-Man. Is that not cool? Alright, that's Spider-Man Fairy Tales, 4-issue miniseries, collected. And it gives you the back cover, it shows you some more stuff from that. But each issue is individual, each one's a different fairy tale. So that issue 4 is just that one, it can be a night. I have to flip through it. Alright, this is volume 9 of the J. Michael Straczynski run on Spider-Man. This reprints Spider-Man 515 to 518. This might be a Dado art. This is actually kind of, I quit collecting around 515 when Straczynski was on it, so that kind of picks up where I left off. Got a Warren Ellis written Ultimate Nightmare. I'll flip through that. You might have watched my videos from way back, know that apparently I'm the thorn in Warren Ellis's side. If you want to know more, I can, give me a yell, I'll find the link where I talk about Warren Ellis. Okay, from IDW, Transformers movie prequel. Haven't flipped through these. First Transformers movie. Not only did I get the prequel, but I got the actual movie adaptation. Okay, and then we got Transformers Generation. Looks like it's volume 1. Now IDW printed this, and I haven't flipped through it yet. So Generation volume 1. Excuse me. But then they have this volume 1 of Generations. Now I almost didn't get this. I think it was the same book, but from what I can tell, this is where they reprint the Marvel book. It's the old school, man. It's the looks like it's the Marvel comics from the 80s. Looks like IDW picked up Transformers, got all those rights and reprinted them. So there you go. There's Bumblebee on the back. See what it says. Yeah, it just says Transformer Comics from the Past. So that's kind of cool. It's got like a pinup gallery in the back. Another one from IDW, a company I'm digging here, Scarface. This was a mini series. They had number 2 there, but I put it down to get this for 50 cents. Real curious on what this is. Don't know about the art in it, but there you go. So we all know Scarface. Metal Gear Solid, Sons of Liberty. I doubt I'll even look at this. Probably go straight to eBay with it. Freshman 2, Fundamentals of Fear. Seth Green, who's a big Hollywood actor, and he does Robot Chicken and stuff like that. Apparently, this is a book he wrote, and looks like they drew him as one of the characters. You got that? Less than 50 cents. And the one that caught my eye, and I can't wait to read this. I actually like Michael Bendis when he does his detective stuff, his cop stories. This is Sam and Twitch, Volume 1, Udeku. Udeku? Yeah, Book 1. Sam and Twitch are 2 cops from Todd McFarlane's Spawn, and they spun off their own series. And I like the fact they call this one guy Twitch because he's a sharpshooter with that gun, real quiet kind of guy, and he never, twitches or misses, kind of like calling a fat guy Slim. And I think Angel Medina did the artwork in this, and it's black and white, which I'm fine with. I haven't put through this yet, so, they kind of do their style a little bit there to where you can tell it's a McFarlane story. Love that picture. Alright guys, so that was the flea market haul, and give a shout out Jay's Comics. His channel is doing a podcast today that I was going to be a part of, but I unexpectedly took this trip, so I wish them the best on his first podcast. Wishing Constant Bromstar a speedy recovery. I'm going to dig out some Astro City books. And Ghost Critic, appreciate your patience and stuff, where I recently got the Dear John letter and had to move and all that stuff. Money is finally, should have some money there to send out your contest winnings from the contest 3 months ago. Be patient with me. I'll, waiting on one more thing to get paid. And we're good to go. So, alright guys, later.